Hey, Professor. Looks like our Yule Ball plans aren't going to work out. If anyone was going to break our little loner deal, I thought it would have been Tracy. I mean, Sam agreed with me that our best plan was to spend our night alone in the corner. It was Trace who actively disagreed. So, my Ravenclaw detective skills led me to believe that it'd be me and Sam spending our night alone together in the corner. And Trace would be off with a date or something. You might be able to guess from my tone that that isn't the case. We were eating dinner earlier and Sam says that there's some big news that needs to be shared. As it turns out, Marie had asked Sam to the Yule Ball. And Sam said okay. I mean, it's not like me and Sam are dating or anything. I have no legitimate reason to feel upset, at least as far as anyone else knows. And we had plans, you know? Like, they weren't definite, they weren't set in stone or anything, but we had plans. I should have been more specific about what I wanted. I should have approached this in a different way. I should have just gathered up enough bloody courage to ask out that bloody Slytherin before it was too bloody late. And it's not like I can even say anything now, because Sam seems to be so happy to be going with Marie. And Tracy, well, I don't need to be told how much trouble I'm going to get myself into by fancying Sam right now. I can just imagine exactly how that conversation with Tracy would go. I'd sit there talking about what's been going on in my mind for the past few months, and Trace would be all sympathetic and supportive. And then I'd get the response, and it'd be so kind and considerate that I just couldn't hate the words that were coming out of Tracy's mouth. But it'd be all about how I'd be ruining any group dynamic that we have, and ruining one of the very few friendships I even have in this school, and it'd just be presented in a way that can't be argued against. Besides, with any issue either me or Sam have with other people, we can never argue with Tracy's advice, because, let's face it, who's going to have more experience with this kind of thing? The antisocial Ravenclaw, the short-tempered Slytherin, or the charismatic Hufflepuff? Exactly. Exactly. It's so stupid though, because Sam just up and abandoned us out of nowhere. Not just me, but Tracy as well. Because sure, Trace may have been protesting the whole loner in the corner idea, but it was still on the table. And this was a group decision, and it's actually really inconsiderate of you, Sam, to abandon us and leave us to make up our own new plans for the day. For Christmas Day. Besides, you can't make a quick decision about this kind of thing. You have to look at all the variables. You have to analyse the situation to make sure that the decision you're making is the one that's right for you. Because on the one hand, you have a date with a stranger. Gorgeous, French and really interesting stranger, sure, but still a stranger. And then on the other, you have spending the night with two of your best friends, and then by the end of which one of them may have gathered up enough courage to tell you that she thinks you're perfect, and that she'd really like to spend her last dance of the evening with you. That was actually my plan. I was going to do that. Oh well, guess I'm too late now. But yeah, I was going to talk about how unhappy I was in this school before I was introduced to Sam, and how meeting that Slytherin has completely turned my life around. I was going to talk about how easily you make me happy and how you never fail to make my day. I was going to say how my favourite part of any day is the part I spend with you. I was going to talk about how gorgeous I think you are, but That's not the sole reason why I fancy you. There's the ambition, the intelligence, the determination, and so many other admirable qualities that I'm only just discovering. But yeah. Guess that speech is going to stay between me and you now, Professor.